Each year, in the 9th of September, the world appreciates Kuwait being the center of Humanitarian Day and focuses on a theme bringing together partners from across the humanitarian system to advocate for the survival, well-being and dignity of people affected by crisis and for the safety and security of the aid workers. Kuwait has always been the forefront of the humanitarian and development assistance around the world. The support provided by the government of the state of Kuwait to elevate the suffering of the humanitarian crisis around the world has been visible internationally with the recent support Kuwait has been providing to many countries directly. So let's all welcome Mazen Aboulhosn, Chief of the Mission of the International Organization of Migration based in Kuwait. It's really a pleasure to have you in Good Morning Kuwait, Mr. Aboulhosn, and it's really an honor.
Good morning and Ramadan Kareem to you and to the audience as well.
Indeed, happy Ramadan to you too. So what were some of the significant achievements in the humanitarian field of the IOM in 2024?
Well, 2024 was unfortunately a year of conflict, war and crisis around the world, in addition to the natural disasters as well. As organization dealing with response to crises, in 2024 we have reached more than 32 million persons around the world by providing them basic needs, by providing them shelter, health and education, but also by trying to help people rebuild their life after the crisis. From Afghanistan to Sudan to South Sudan to Gaza, we have done a lot of achievement in 2024.
So definitely it was, you know, a year of war. Definitely we had this genocide in Gaza and also plenty, you know, of wars. So in 2025, can you tell us any specific global initiative during the holy month of Ramadan?
For sure. For the holy month of Ramadan, last week we have launched what we called IPF, Islamic Philanthropy Fund. Islamic Philanthropy Fund. This initiative is mainly to mobilize funding and to ask people to provide sadaqah and zakat to assist people who are displaced around the world. And for this year we have selected Sudan to be the country receiving this kind of sadaqah and zakat due to the fact that Sudan is now seen as the world's largest displacement countries, where more than half of the population are displaced. Here we are talking about more than 30.4 million people in Sudan who are in need of the humanitarian assistance. So this initiative came to provide assistance through sadaqah and zakat that will be collected by individual or by institutions as well.
So we're talking, but it's really huge, like plenty of countries. You're talking about Gaza, Syria, Sudan, I don't know, Somalia also has...
Absolutely. If you look at the humanitarian needs around the world, there are more than 305 million persons who are in need of humanitarian assistance. 305 million people.
Oh, this is like almost a third of a billion.
Exactly. However, for us, for the Ramadan campaign and for the zakat, we have specifically selected Sudan to be the one receiving the zakat and the sadaqah, but also we have the humanitarian campaign for Ramadan, where we identify Syria, Somalia and also Yemen to be recipients of these countries.
What would be their needs?
Well, honestly speaking, the needs there are enormous and they are overwhelming. Like every day we are receiving videos and updates from our colleagues who are working on the ground about the needs of the people. We are talking about the basic needs. Like in Sudan, for example, people have not access to food, which is the minimum basic that any human being would need. But if we look at the assessment that we have done, as you have mentioned, shelter is one of the most important parts as well. People will need to have access to food and to the health assistance as well, which is very crucial. For sure, each country have, let's say, different needs than the other, but mainly we are focusing on people to have access to food and to shelter.
So this is like, is Sudan so worst, the situation there?
Sudan is the worst because we are talking about 11.5 million who are displaced internally.
11.5
million. We are talking about 3 million people who have also seek refuge in the neighboring countries. And the most important part is that Sudan somehow is forgotten. Like, not many people are providing assistance there.
Yeah, unfortunately.
And that's why we are trying to raise funding for that.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
So if people want to support, what is the best way to support this initiative?
To support this initiative, we have developed a website called zakat.iom.int, where people can enter into this website.
Okay.
They can see the work that we are doing, and then they can contribute with their assistance. And within this website also, there is a part on the Ramadan campaign. They can go inside, they can see what is the kind of work we are doing, but also they can see the questions that they do have about zakat, about how they can contribute. And
so what's it called, that website?
It's called zakat.iom.int.
Zakat as Z-A-K-A-T dot com.
IOM
Dot
IOM.int.
.int,
where all the information can be available there, and the contribution of individuals can be helping people to get assistance.
This is basically the website robust and resilient, you know, for the hackers, hopefully.
Absolutely. We are very keen to make sure that this website is well protected through our internal mechanism.
Nowadays, you know, a lot of people, you know, somehow intimidated, you know, by using websites and online, you know.
No, I guarantee you that this is a very trusted website.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm just, you know, trying to, you know, make you smile.
Thank you.
So, any specific initiative in Kuwait during the holy month of Ramadan?
For sure, in Ramadan, we had a partnership with a telecommunication company where the points that are collected by the people will be used to provide some food packages to migrant workers. And this is something that we do every year with a generous contribution.
So where do you guys go there?
Well, we identify some of the most vulnerable people that are mainly migrant workers, and then we do the liaison with their embassies to provide this kind of food packages as a matter of solidarity and empathy during the holy month of Ramadan.
Amazing. This is really angel's job. Definitely.
Thank you so much.
Mr. Aboulhosn, tell us about there is any collaboration with the governmental entities in Kuwait?
For sure, like the government of Kuwait has been our long-lasting supporter. We have been in Kuwait for 30 years, and through these 30 years...
So you guys based in Kuwait?
Yes, we are based in Kuwait, 30 years in Kuwait.
Where is your office?
We are based in the Mishrif, in the UN house, together with so many UN agencies.
And in Mishrif, I reside in Mishrif. Where in Mishrif?
So you are always welcome to visit us, and then we will make a tour for you in the building.
Drink some coffee.
Absolutely, you are always
after
welcome.
Ramadan, definitely.
Absolutely, for sure. So we are based in Mishrif, but
you
for
know
sure
where the embassies?
Where the embassies are. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So there is a building for the UN called...
That's the UN house, where we have more than 11 agencies here. Each agency have their own mandate, and we collaborate together with the state of Kuwait to make sure that we are achieving the sustainable development goal, but also to make sure that Kuwait contribution to the humanitarian field is well promoted around the world.
Indeed. So am I welcome to visit you?
Anytime.
Really?
Anytime.
Definitely
anytime.
After Ramadan, definitely.
So you just give my name, and then you will be welcomed.
Aboulhosn is well known. We have here in Kuwait Aboulhosn.
And then we are Aboulhosn, exactly.
In Lebanon we have Aboulhosn.
Exactly.
All our brothers and
absolutely.
families. So how do you evaluate the role of Kuwait in the global humanitarian platform as a whole?
Well, Kuwait has nominated as a humanitarian city, and I think this nomination is not coming from void. It's coming because Kuwait has been contributing to the humanitarian platform since so many years. And this contribution is in a direct way to the countries or to the people affected by the crisis, but also through the UN agencies. And our partnership with Kuwait for the last 15 years, for example, we were able to address the needs of people around the world, in Syria, in Afghanistan, in Yemen, in Pakistan, in Ukraine even. So this contribution, I think, show how Kuwait is careful about the humanitarian assistance, but also the most important part about Kuwait, I think, is what we call the humanitarian diplomacy. It's how Kuwait is advocating for the conflict to be ended, how Kuwait is advocating for the support to be provided for people around the world. So all these aspects shows how Kuwait is one of the key players on this.
If we shed light on that particular point, it's really makes me feel proud. You know, Kuwait, when Kuwait go into any particular conflict, it doesn't take a side. It helps everybody.
Exactly.
Am I correct?
And that's why when people ask me, do you enjoy working in Kuwait? I said yes, because Kuwait is always very neutral and always they are not taking side and they are advocating for the conflicts to be ended and for people to receive the humanitarian aid.
That's definitely something, you know, all the Kuwaiti folks has to be proud of, and citizens definitely. So, Mr. Mazen, unfortunately we are out of time, and you know, conversation is really amazing with you. Any specific messages to convey during the holy month of Ramadan? This is your time.
First of all, I would like to thank you and thank the TV also for always hosting us. And then I would like to encourage people to share the blessing of Ramadan by contributing to those who are affected around the world.
Indeed. Now it's the time, definitely, you know, and the credit will be times dozens, not only 10 or 20. Anyway, it's really a pleasure to have you with us, and wish you all the best and success in your journey, Mr. Aboulhosn.
Thank you so much, and Ramadan Kareem.
Ramadan Kareem, and happy Ramadan to you. Great thanks to Mazen Aboulhosn, Chief of Mission of IOM Kuwait. We'll have a break, dear viewers. Please stay tuned and don't go away. We'll be back.